I think we're live. How's it going, guys? Oh my goodness. I'm honestly so tired. It has been such a crazy week. But I've been working my little butt off editing that cat's eye video I just uploaded. So if you haven't seen it, please consider watching it. And if you've been lurking around and watching my videos, please, 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 especially if you're on YouTube, consider following. It's getting kind of crazy over here, and I really would love if we just start to head towards 1,000 followers, because if we do, then I'm just going to annoy you with a whole lot more content. So don't you worry about that, but please consider subscribing if you've been really enjoying the content. I would really appreciate it. But regardless, thank you so much for 500 subs. We're already at 538, I think, last time I checked. So already on our way to like 550, which is crazy, and that's just in the last couple of days. But yeah, I've been really tired, but I worked really hard on that cat's eye video. I actually edited it and did a little bit more, uh, spent a little bit more time with it. So I would love if you guys could show that some love. And I can't believe people have actually been watching my lives back. So sweet. No pressure, alright? No pressure at all. Super fun. Okay. So we have a couple of topics that I really do want to cover today. Um, we're definitely going to start off strong. And from what I gather, it's going to be a pretty hefty topic. But then we're going to have a couple of palate cleansers and, a little bit more of a joyous topics towards the end to kind of have a palate refresher. But yeah, I guess whoever is going to join is probably going to join here pretty soon, and then we'll get started. I think we should be set. I should not be drinking too much caffeine, but it'd be like that. It do be like that. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this party started. Us against the world. Which, again, oh my gosh, I did mention the cat's eye video. I want to clarify, I love cat's eye. Like, at the end of the day, their music is about their song Animal. I actually completely forgot to even mention Animal in the video, but it's been stuck in my head. It's definitely so Ed Sheeran coded, but like I love it. It's been stuck in my head. And then Hootie Fruity, I mean, it's its own beast. I'm obsessed with the music video. I am. I'm not gonna lie. Like, yes, there's some problematic themes and everything, but you can't deny they're good dancers. There's some catchy phrases in there too. And I've honestly been loving Trisha Paytas. She always keeps talking like her latest, I think even TikToks and her latest podcast, how her and her children are obsessed with that song. And even like Pinky Up, I think like she actually does like the little hand movements, and I don't know why, but I love it. It's so cute in my opinion. But yeah, that's just a little bit more background on that video as we wait for people to join. I'm looking, as always, you know what? She will make an appearance. She will make her appearance, as always. And she wants to go back to sleep. Okay. Well, me too, girl. Me too. Okay, let's get started, actually. Otherwise, we're gonna be here all day. Which, it's fine, but my energy is slowly depleting. That's why have a bad obsession with caffeine. So please send help. Send all the help you can. Did I? Let me make sure. Okay. Perfect. Right here. Okay. Alrighty. Hi guys, welcome back. I want to talk about MeganPlays today. I have no backstory at all. I started to just see a couple of videos kind of pop up on my feed on TikTok, and I saw this particular creator, and she kind of posted something of what was going on back in like 2025 or something, and everything is being resurfaced, and even MeganPlays uploaded a video herself speaking on what the situation is currently. So I'm really excited to dive deeper into this, and I'm going to show you the TikTok videos that I did see. So first I saw MeganPlays a video that she uploaded herself, and basically the music on there says something about like being botched or something along those lines, but you can clearly see that she says another Leah Ash spotting at a fair in Wisconsin, and I believe this is the person or her ex best friend who ended up cheating and how can I put this? Stealing her husband. There's no other way to put it. Alright. So she has been absolutely posting about it on her TikTok, on her YouTube. And I believe the reason why is because, what's her name? Leah Ash herself is starting to come out and try to post more, I'm assuming. I'm not too sure, but that's what we're going to find out today. And this is actually the creator I saw kind of speaking on the situation. So we're going to rewatch this. I already watched it, but it kind of just gives you a backstory as to what was going on maybe a year or two ago.
White people's business. These are Twitch streamers, Megan's Play and Leah Ash. I think it's Leah Ash, whatever. And this is Megan's husband. Now mind you, these been YouTubers for a really long time. Megan and Megan's husband been together for a hot minute. But who do we see at Disney World together? Megan's husband and Leah Ash. And what were they doing? They were canoodling. Now, mind you, these girls were really close. These girls were really close. They played online games together. When Megan had her baby, Shorty was there. Like a big introduction on their YouTube. Like, look at this is the girl meeting the baby with Megan's husband. Now, mind.
Why is it giving, and excuse me, but like, Ariana Grande? Is that too much? Sorry.
To people who are these followers are freaking out, like, how could you do this to your best friend? Mind you, this is Megan's story being like, making breakfast for your toddler when you see the most diabolical, heinous, disgusting video pop up on your For You page. And this is Leah being like, oh, Leah Ash was better, blah, 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 laughing. Now, mind you, we are in white people's business. My main thing and what everybody else is like, you broke up this good friendship. But this man?
And granted, we're not going to watch the entire video, but this next section, I don't agree with what she's saying. I'll just play it for you so that way you kind of know the context of what I'm talking about.
This man! And there's a piece of advice that older women have always told me. Don't bring a woman around your man. Don't bring no woman around your man. Especially if your man is attentive and
And we're going to leave that one there. I don't agree with that. At the end of the day, in my opinion, if your man does that, that's not your man. And that's all I'm going to say on that. Now,
before I play the video,
we are going to go ahead and fix this really quickly for you guys. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and watch MeganPlays video, and I believe she's reacting to Leah's YouTube video that she recently uploaded of her trying to come back onto the internet. And I've seen a couple of clips being clipped from this video, so that's why I was intrigued to just watch it with you guys, because this is insane.
That I recorded hours ago, I just want to take a second to say thank you so much for all of the love, support, and rallying around me that you guys have done. I very much appreciate it. It's been an extremely difficult year for me, as you can imagine, and nothing that you guys say is taken for granted. And I don't feel it's like owed to me. Like, I'm trying to figure out how to word it, but just know I'm very grateful for all the time, energy, and even thought that you guys give me. That goes for my friends, acquaintances, colleagues, other creators, and viewers. I very much appreciate it. Second of all, this is what they want. They want attention. They want to jumpstart her career, again, with a lot of views and a lot of algorithm support. How you can support me is not click on her videos to even tell her that she's a homewrecker, not even to click into thumbs down it. That would be the most helpful. Secondary, to watch my videos and come check out my streams, because I stream regularly now here, TikTok, and Twitch. There's my self-promo for...
And I'm just going to reiterate that too. I'm reacting to her video and giving my commentary on it. But as always, I try to put in the description if I am watching any long form content from another creator. I include that. So I will also include this video in the description below. So please go comment, go show her some love, watch it again if you haven't already. And yeah, she deserves some love right now.
Everything that's happening. Please do not download this video and put it in its full capacity up on TikTok. That directly hurts me, but you can use clips of it and then send people here to watch the full thing. Thank you. I have a lot to say, but I'm going to try to keep it as concise and level-headed as possible. My ex-best friend came back to the internet, Leah Ash, after home-wrecking my marriage with my husband, who is as equally responsible as she is. I welcomed her into my life. I let her become my sister.
And this is why I wasn't sure if I wanted it really cover this topic, because I feel like I could, this makes me mad. I'm sorry, your best friend who you invited into your home did this, somebody who you trusted, someone that you believed to be your sister, who you confided in, has the capability to do this? Oh, honey. Oh my goodness. And some of the comments are insane that I've seen on TikTok, because yeah, we're all mad for her.
And then she planted seeds to seduce my husband, which he fell for it because he's not a good person either. These actions have caused me to lose half the time with my daughter. I missed her for steps, as we know. My home. And most recently, my insurance. So I can't even go see my therapist anymore because it's too expensive.
She says, I'm working to get new insurance. It's been difficult to find a plan my current therapist takes, so I don't have to start over with someone new. Which, frankly, like, I completely understand that. I have been to therapy before, and I haven't in a while because it's so expensive. But having to find a new therapist and like start over again, it's so daunting that I just, aside from like the cost of it, it's like having to go through it all over again and reprocessing everything, because in a sense you have to kind of retell your whole life story to a new person who may or may not work with you. And what I mean by that is, at the end of the day, you have to find the right therapist for you. Sometimes, just like any friendship or any person, sometimes you're not going to click with the therapist. It's kind of like shopping around. You're dating around for the right therapist for you. So it's like a whole thing. It's horrible. And also, therapist costs are insane. Insurance should always like just cover it. And that's crazy. Corporate America. Yeah. But anyway, she says, but I will figure this out so I can heal and work through this, which absolutely she should. Again, go send her some love.
And I can't afford it. Okay. I know they want me to come on here and be filled with rage, and sorry, like, you see me itching, like,
which I would be filled with rage.
This is all causing me a big
sorry
trauma response. Somebody said I feel like having a trauma response. My entire life is a trauma response at this point. I'm not gonna lie. They want me to come on the internet. They want me to scream, yell, release the videos, release the recordings, do everything, and just let it blow over so that Leah can come back and make money. It's Leah's God-given right, I guess, to make content if she wants, but that doesn't make her a good person. It doesn't make her anybody that I think anyone should support. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna like try to get through this without crying because this is my reality. People say I'm dragging it, and I think those people mostly just want attention. But this is something I live with every single day, and it has traumatized me beyond belief.
I can't believe people would say that she's dragging this. I'm sorry, but like, it would be something else if it was something small. This is a man who is going to be in her life forever. She is dealing with the person who is the father of her children, and she has to face him for the rest of her life because he's going to be involved, or it looks like he is involved with her children. So of course, like, this is going to be in her face forever. And not only that, but there's another layer above that where it was her best friend who also committed this heinous thing. And of course it's going to be traumatizing. There's no expiration date to getting over that.
The two people I love the most deeply betrayed me, and they took away half the time I spent with my daughter. Sorry. I have some notes here, and I want to try to keep this as objective and factual as possible because I don't want my message to get lost underneath rage and swears. So, people say I'm dragging it, but I cannot express enough how badly I want it all to end. And when I mean it all, I mean it all. I struggle every single day. I fight every single day to stay alive. And I know I make a lot of jokes, and that is not one of them. Sorry. I will be cutting parts of this video because I have to edit in some screenshots. And also I'm taking really big breaks in between because it's really not fun to talk about. And I know I come on the internet and I show the confident version of me, the version that's like, oh, I don't care, I've gotten hotter, I'm smarter, I'm so cool, this, that. But when that's not happening, I am crying myself to sleep, wondering if the people that I loved the most could do this to me, why wouldn't anybody else? People want me to move on, and I can't because this does not move on from me. It stays in my life until she disappears. And that is the only real accountability I feel like she can do me at this point, and leave my daughter alone and make sure I don't have to live my life parallel to her. I'm going to switch to something funnier because I don't want to cry. Let's talk about her hair. That shit is fried, okay? Like, I'm sure she's going blonde, whatever. I don't know why she would do that. She's a winter. It's going to look chopped, and it already looks chopped. Go ahead, fry your hair off. Like, I don't care. Her hair looks so, like, it's effed up. It's bad. It's real bad.
I can't imagine having to go through this. This is horrible.
I don't care. If she wants to go blonde, that's not going to do her any favors. So be it. Now, I know that people are like, oh, she's only apologizing a year after it happened. And I told my ex, you should have Leah sign an NDA because when you guys break up, because you eventually will, she's going to come on the internet and she's going to...
A big part of this video will be highlighting Leah's manipulative personality and how she mirrors and lies to escape accountability. Some stories are small and almost silly, but tell you how her psyche works. Sorry, I don't know that word. I do know that word. I just don't know how to pronounce it. Okay, so they are still together. I was wondering, like, I was piecing things together as TikToks were coming up, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Gonna say that you manipulated her and you made her think that this was going to work. And I have something to say about that later. And so the line of, I'm not trapped in this relationship, I think was a line inserted by Zach to make sure she couldn't do that in the future. Okay. I met Leah in 2016 through her ex and my ex, who I was not dating at the time. And I remember my very first impression of her, though I've never told her this because it's rude. I always felt she didn't have her own opinions. We were talking and I was like, I like Leah. She's like, me too. I was like, I don't like some of this stuff. She's like, yeah, me either. There was 3 or 4 instances in the conversation where she would just mirror my opinion, even if it completely contradicted what I just said. And so I even said to Zach, like, I really like her. She's really nice, but I don't think she has her own opinions. I think she just agrees with whatever everyone says. And as my friendship got deeper with Leah, that's true. Leah is a covert narcissist, and she will play victim.
Sorry, guys. I feel like my hair is bothering me. I need a haircut, truthfully. Okay.
To get out of accountability. I've seen her do it multiple times. Oh, Leah's so nice. She's so sweet. She doesn't deserve this. Like, look at her. She feels so bad. Leah only cares about the image of herself as opposed to how her actions affect others. That is why she is still with Zach. That is why she is still with my daughter. Not because she genuinely feels bad. She feels bad about how you guys are perceiving her. And that's a fact. Actually, I have a list of all the times that Leah has lied to me that I know about. She has this very big victim complex. I've just seen it multiple times, especially with some fallouts with her friends. It's never about how she hurt them. It's more about, oh, well, they're going to think I'm a bad person. Yes, we think you're a bad person, Leah. In 2016, me and Leah had a bit of a fallout, and I didn't know why. One day she unfollowed me on Twitter. I thought it was weird. I went to her YouTube, and for 2018 New Year's, this video's gone now, it's taken down. She posted a video titled Bye Felicia. And in that video, she indirectly referenced me. She made me seem like a villain in her story. I'm saying that very lightly because I don't exactly remember, but I do remember it hurt because I thought we were friends. That was really confusing to me. And since then, I had been trying to win Leah's approval back because for some reason I felt very deeply that her and I would get along and be friends. While trying to reach out to mend things, she thought my attempts were malicious and she rejected them, which is fair. That's fine. I don't like people have trust issues. That's okay. What I don't like is liars. I worked hard to try to repair me and Leah's friendship because I wanted her to come to me and Zach's wedding. I told her straight up, I really want you and her ex at the time to come to our wedding. I'm trying to fix this. And she basically said no. She said, no. Like, we're leaving it in the past and we're moving on from you guys. I said, okay. Later, I find out on my wedding night that she told people that she was not invited to my wedding. When I asked about that years later, she said, I didn't know what to say. I said, say that I invited you and you didn't feel comfortable going, not that we did not invite you. So do you kind of see how things get a little twisted, even the smallest white lies, to make her look like she's been excluded and the victim?
I feel like we all know a person like that, right?
Lies that aren't even necessary. People would have completely understood if she did not want to come to our wedding. There was beef, there was drama. So to add that, like, oh, they didn't invite me, that, like, I know that seems like a small thing, but that is the groundwork of who she is and how she moves. When I came into the Royal High Space, she was immediately threatened. She put up Leah Ash Bear ears right after I released these. I don't want to elaborate on that. I don't need to. When I called her and asked her about it in 2019, I said, it feels like you did this on purpose. It feels like you did this to tell me to get off of your turf and stay out of your space. She was silent. And then she said, I didn't know what else to do. You didn't know what else to put. So when I said, it felt like you did this on purpose to tell me to get out of your space. And people, they started attacking me. They said, she's copying Leah when I was already wearing these. In summer of 2020, there was a 2-month period where I would upload and she would directly upload like 5 minutes after me. I tested this. I did this on many different times and she tried to bury me multiple times. She tried to bury me multiple times on YouTube and I didn't really understand why. Because at this point, I thought it was just because I liked the color pink. And you know what's funny about that? Whenever we were in Proper Idiots together, I was like, we all have like color branding, you know, like Zach is yellow, Nathan is green, I'm pink. I mean, and you could be purple. I said, or you could be pink, I don't care, but you could be purple. She's like, okay. And later she adopts a pink personality. Fine. I'm not saying that's a copying me. I don't care. But then to turn around and act like I hadn't always been branding with pink was a little bit confusing to me. And then to tell people I'm stealing her identity. If somebody wants to conjure up that tweet, I bet I could find it, where she had a crash out and she said I was stealing her identity. Now I know that was just a projection. Near the end of our friendship, I caught Leah in a handful of lies. Lies that didn't make sense. We were supposed to go to the zoo, me, Zach, and my daughter, and she was like, I can't wait for the zoo. It's going to be so fun. Knowing that she already planned to not go. Why not just tell us you weren't going to go? Why lie and pretend you're going when you already know you're not going and it's in less than like 24 hours? Why not say, oh.
I hate, like, why can't you be honest? And I mean, I think it's truly like, at this point, like, this person, or like, again, if we all know somebody like this, it's who they are to their core. Like, they just can't be honest. They can't actually express their emotions. They can't just, for the life of them, say anything that is true or anything that paints them in the bad light, even though it's their actions.
Well, actually something came up. Like, it's just the micro lies that become very confusing because it's like, okay, what else is there? There was a moment where she almost checked herself into inpatient before all this happened. And I do think that she should still go forward with that. Since homewrecking my marriage, she quit going to therapy because narcissists do not like to look at themselves in the mirror. They don't like to do the internal work. Leah is a deeply insecure, I have this written down, Leah is a deeply insecure individual, and I cannot imagine she will ever feel secure as she has destroyed a family and will forever compare herself to the image of me and wonder if Zach thinks about me still or is in love with me still. And how could she not? I'm the mother to his child. We were together a long time, and he still sees me and talks to me all the time. In February, Zach kind of indirectly self-launched the idea that he made a mistake. He told me he would regret it forever. He told me he was still in love with me, and he told me that
Normally he would say he regretted how it happened. This time it was that it happened at all. He said if we could go back in time, he wouldn't have done it. Which, I mean, sure, dude, but you can't.
he was still attracted to me. And I let him know that we would never get back together. I told some of my friends and family that, and then Zach stopped telling me things, which makes sense. The love that Zach and I had, that doesn't die overnight, especially because he wasn't unhappy. We weren't fighting. We were intimate often. And we spent all of our time together on the couch laughing.
The day he cheated, he said he wanted to marry me again. He said he would spend the rest of his life making up what he did to hurt me. He said I was his one and only soulmate.
Zach and I held hands when we would fall asleep together every night. I know this video is a little bit scattered. What can you expect? When she posted those 2 TikToks, it's because Zach and I had been together for 2 hours and she couldn't get a hold of him. So those TikToks are exactly who she is. I'm too lazy to insert the TikToks. Okay. So here they are. What's really funny about this is when I was talking to Zach, because we were spending hours together and just digesting everything. And I said, she's actually really liking this, Zach. She got chosen. And that's exactly what she wanted. He was like, no, she feels so bad. I go to leave. I see this in my car. I get out of my car. I'm like, wait, this is your girl? This is somebody who feels bad to you? He went home and was like, why did you do that?
You guys are assholes, especially Kenny. I hate him most.
What I like about this one is people, she's never seen someone play the harmonica ever. Editing note, Leah lies a lot out of self-preservation. That is what I'm about to talk about. That she will lie out of self-preservation all the time to save her image, to twist the narrative, to make her look like she's not evil. She just loves to lie out of self-preservation. I want to talk a little bit more about Leah's manipulation of the situation and why I warned Zach that if they broke up, she would come online and try to mess with the scope of what happened. Let me get a date up.
Which makes sense why she wants all of this on record. And I don't blame her. Are you kidding me? I think she's so far being extremely nice, and she's being very neutral, or as neutral as she can be, which I would be mad. Somebody said Megan's story is so sad that pain you hear when she talks is really devastating. It truly is. And it's kind of hard to watch this video without also, especially as she's talking and you can hear how devastating it is. I'm trying to make it through without actually, crying, because this is just a horrible situation to be in, and it's horrible that she's going through it. And it's horrible that she has to do this, that she has to come out and set the record straight, because clearly, otherwise, they might just run with a completely different narrative that is not the truth.
September 23rd, 2025. Leah and I came home from Disneyland. We went to the Boo Bash or whatever. And my husband was sending her text messages about his longing for her. She showed me those messages. And she was like, I'm confused. I start crying. And I start saying, this sounds like my husband's in love with you. Why else would he say this? I'm crying to her about how I believe my marriage is over. I am distraught. I say, I need to talk to Zach right now. I cannot believe what's happening. I call Zach. I tell him, I don't know what's going on between you and Leah, but you need to figure it out. And he called Leah. Then he called me back. And he said, Leah and I have feelings for each other. I was like, what? And then Zach tried to convince me that maybe I could have more feelings for Leah than I already did. They wanted to be a throuple. The next morning, Leah came over. I did not think she was on board with this. So I start confiding to my best friend. Can you believe this? Like, can you believe that he has this idea that we could all be a throuple, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, yeah, no, that's crazy. That's insane. That's no. I said, did you talk to my husband today? Or did you text my husband today? She said, no. I said, okay. Sometime later, I call Zach because the stories are not lining up. He's in Tokyo. That's why I called him. And he says, Leah, you were on board with this. You wanted to do this. And she was like, what? Huh? He was like, am I being gaslit right now? We talked for hours about this, about how we could all be together. Leah's like, I don't, not wanting to say that she did that. Editing note, the most despicable thing that she said that got back to me was she was telling Zach, like, everyone's going to be so jealous of you two hot wives. And I want to be one of your girls. Zach is feeling completely thrown under the bus, completely manipulated, and completely gaslit. I find out that Leah actually had talked to my husband that day when I asked, remember, did you text my husband? And then I found out they had a 3-hour phone call. I looked at her, I said, you said you did not talk to my husband today. She said, you asked if I texted him. I freaked out. My sister
Oh no, 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 no.
was there. I was like, oh my God, get out of my house. Get out of my house right now. What is with the lying? And Zach tells me, no, we talked on the phone for hours about this and how it's what she wanted. And I told her it could go wrong, but she didn't want to hear that. She said it was only going to work out in her favor, and she saw a butterfly, so it's perfect and it's going to work. Later, I'm talking to Leah again, and she says something along the lines of, I would have never crossed that boundary if I knew you weren't okay with it. That's another lie. Everybody knows how territorial I was over Zach. She saw me be territorial over Zach many times before that. She saw me crying in the Uber right before, not even 24 hours before, wondering why my husband was in love with another woman. And she has the audacity.
Serena said the fact that they thought she would want to be in an open relationship is crazy. It really is, because this is supposed to be her best friend who knows her and understands her, even though she's doing this behind her back, clearly. But at this point, like, she's still lying to her as this entire thing is going on. So I completely, like, this is definitely, like, manipulation. Damn near, she's gaslighting her.
They just say, I would never have crossed that line if I didn't know you were okay with it. Zach asked her, do you love me? And she said yes. She admitted her feelings to Zach, folded like a lawn chair. And then after that, she said, I would have never crossed that line if I knew you weren't okay with it. You know, I would have never done this because my Grammy was cheated on, and it was the worst thing to happen in my life. So I would have never did that. She said, I feel like Zach manipulated me. He tricked me into saying this stuff. And then I went to Zach and I told him that. And he was like, oh my God, what? No, we talked for hours. She didn't want to hear it. So that's why I believe she will eventually come back and she will say she was manipulated into this, when the truth is, it was her. She feigns victim all the time. She laughed when I caught them. I caught them cheating on me on the same beach that Zach proposed to me. The same beach my sister got married on. They both knew how important that place was to me. Now, people wonder why I don't drag Zach as much. It's honestly because when Clover grows up, I don't want her to see a digital footprint of me berating her father online. I don't much care if she sees me berating Leah. Clover will know what happened when she's old enough and it's age appropriate. I will make sure of that. Something that Zach holds over my head is that somebody is going to attack him and Leah in front of Clover and traumatize her. So I want to make it very clear that I do not condone any violence to these people if you see them, because that is the one thing that he tries to hold over my head to get me to stop talking. Clover's well-being. I don't have to explain the irony in that. Here is a voice memo of me asking Zach why she laughed.
When I caught you guys first, and Leah said, oh, well, this is an awkward situation. Haha.
That's because we already made a commitment to each other, and it's like we were going to tell you in the morning.
That's really mean.
I know. I didn't want you to see it. I'd rather have told you in the morning.
What were you planning on telling me? Me and Leah decided that we're going to move on as boyfriend and girlfriend?
We are in love. And
you guys are boyfriend and girlfriend now?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Well, we're still married. You guys are boyfriend and girlfriend. That's kind of twisted.
I'd say we're separated now.
It's just a couple more questions. I guess I know the answer. Are you interested in fixing our marriage?
No. Sorry.
Say it louder.
No.
You are not interested in fixing our marriage. You want to let me go, and you want to explore Leah.
Yes.
Because of what you and Leah did. So you guys get to ride off into the sunset. And this is what I did. I laid awake all night, didn't fall asleep, alone. And that is going to be my life. So you can leave now.
I told Leah you're too charismatic and you're good looking. You're not.
I don't give a shit what you told Leah. I never want to hear her name again. She's blocked on everything and she's dead to me. I will never speak to her again.
Release that video publicly. Like, that gets really messy. You could ruin our lives.
Excuse me? She could ruin their lives. Oh no. Oh my God. You gotta be kidding me, dude. Oh my poor...
Again, Leah only cares how she's being perceived. Her apology, empty, fluff, no accountability. Much like the apology she gave me.
She only apologized after Zach was telling me to try to be normal and let him know she didn't apologize to me yet at all. Zach told her to apologize. Of course.
After she admitted that she had feelings for my husband and pitched a throuple that I did not agree to. Empty. Focused on her feelings, how she couldn't believe what she did, although she has a history of talking to other people's men. And the irony in all of it is Zach has already caught her in a lie. And he said to her In my 8 years with Megan, she never lied to me. And Lee said, stop comparing me to her. I don't know how either of them can ever look at each other and trust each other again. I know that time will tell. And hopefully one day this will all be a very distant memory. And this one comment said greed. She had it all and she wanted more. This is specifically something that Leah and Zach told me. She said, well, I'm an Aries moon. And once I get what I have, I want the next thing. Her quote. Zach said something.
Oh no, 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 no. And they're still together?
Along the same lines. She shows you who she is. And then she just pretends, oh, I had no idea. She claims ignorance to skirt accountability, and it's worked for her this far. So she can come on and say her actions were disgusting and vile, but she doesn't regret them enough to make any changes in her own behavior or her life course, or however you want to word it. Going forward, if you want to support the situation, don't click on her videos, not even a thumbs down it, because all that gives her engagement, views, and gets her an algorithm. Doesn't matter if it's positive or negative attention. Let her evaporate. Make her invisible. Don't watch her videos. And a year from now, when all of you forget that any of this happened, I'll still be living it. My holidays are different. Clifford's birthdays are different. My life is different. Then it'll never go back to being the same. I'm coping with it. And hopefully, one day soon, I will be happy again. I have to hope. Because all this pain and suffering has to be worth something, right? I think that's all I have to say. Here's some bonus content for making it to the end of the video.
We're gonna watch the rest of the video, yes. But, wow. She does deserve happiness, and she will find it. I believe it. She is truly an angel and a great mother. I completely understand her not wanting to drag the father of her child. But man, in this situation, you're truly a great woman and a great mother, because I think that is hard to, do. But at the end of the day, it sucks that there is a child involved in this. Serena said, girl, this is where I bawl my eyes out. Yeah, no, I had to let it out. I had to breathe, because otherwise I would have too. And yeah. Okay, let's see what she has to say.
Follow me on Instagram if you don't. I post here the most. Here's Leah's chart if anybody wants to make content on it or find out why she is evil. This is me and Leah's chart, our synastry. This is me and Zach's chart, our synastry. And here's Zach and Leah's chart. So if anyone wants to make content on it, feel free. Not only that, but if anybody wants to dissect her body language in her video, go for it. Also, yeah, dude, this shit is fried. She's already lost a lot of look how crusty it is. I know I'm not supposed to be bullying anybody, but what is this? And it's only gonna get worse. I called Zach and I was like, she's dyeing her head this. And he was like, it's only gonna get blonder. She's transitioning blonde. She's got these blonde streaks. I was like, Zach, I can see her roots. He's like, well, it's gonna take a few sessions. Look how crusty. This is the first session. I do know this is how it goes. You go from brown to red to blonde. That's just how the levels lift. So maybe in 2 years she'll be here. But I think in the meantime, she's gonna enjoy the red. Also, love the money pieces. I like how she wore a shirt that covered up her tattoos to make it be like, no guys, look, I'm not insane. She got a Z tattoo right after me when she knew I was getting mine removed. Look how beautiful.
That is insane. Girl, are you okay? That's not normal.
She used to be. Being an evil bitch makes you so ugly. Now I'm done.
Oh my gosh, this is my cat's eye video. Go watch it. Oh my god, don't play. That is truly just insane. Wow. Wow. I have no words. But yeah, no, honestly, that is horrible to do to a person. That is horrible to do to a child, because a child is involved in this situation. And I think that we should all send Megan some love. She deserves it. And yeah, that's all there is. This is a horrible situation. Yeah, but thank you so much, guys. I'm gonna leave it there. That is insane. I still want to kind of cry. That was emotional. Oh my god. How she's truly amazing. Like, for her to be able to sit through that without, even if she's taking breaks, like, I would just be raging or just bawling my eyes out through that entire time, because that's a horrible situation to be in. I can't even imagine. Okay. So I do have a couple of palette cleansers because I was kind of aware of kind of the type of topic that it was going to be. So next we're going to talk about Alabama Barker. Let me go ahead and get this started. So honestly, I have been absolutely loving like all the Alabama Barker content. I know nothing about her at all, but recently what's been going on with her streams and stuff have been popping up on my TikTok feed, and I'm invested, to say the least. So yeah, give me a second while I gather my emotions, because that was an intense video. Wow. I still can't believe people are actually watching my lives. That's crazy. That's crazy. Y'all are crazy. Thank you so much for the support. I truly... Somebody commented on one of my lives and said that they like my voice. What? I responded. I was like, excuse me, what? I hate my voice. I have to listen to it a lot now because I do rewatch and edit some of my, like, some portions of the video. And wow. I don't like my voice. And also, thank you so much for being so sweet this past week that I was streaming. I was so exhausted. I swear, if you go watch my videos back, I was stuttering. I could not talk. I could not speak. And you guys were still being so kind. So thank you so much. You have really given me a lot of grace. And I can't believe just how kind. Okay, now I'm gonna cry. Okay, let's go ahead and start the next one. Hi guys, welcome back. We just watched Megan's Plays video that she put out, which was an intense video. Please go watch it. Please go support her. She deserves all the love, but because of how intense that video was, I really need a palette cleanser. And lately, my palette cleanser of choice has been Alabama Barker. I love her streaming content lately, and in case you're not aware of the lore behind her and Neon, everybody was just absolutely loving them both together, and they were kind of shipping them for a while because of, you know, their friendship slash kind of heading towards a relationship type of vibe, and how kind Neon was to Alabama, and how much like Alabama really enjoyed how like much of a gentleman he was. And I mean, don't we all love a little gentleman moment, of course. So without further ado, I do want to give some backstory before I get to the most recent development. Oh, I completely forgot to mention, they had a fall off. So there was some beef there, and then they stopped talking, and like Alabama was posting about it, Neon even like made comments about it, and this is what we're gonna kind of see and kind of dive into that lore. I know generally kind of what happened, but I'm interested to see what I don't know.
Visibly overwhelmed.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I don't even want to look. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god! Oh my god!
I love the color. I just hope you love it.
Oh my god, you ate! No way you went Birkin! No way you went Birkin!
A Birkin is crazy. That having Birkin money is on another level.
Beyond the expensive gifts, the two collaborated on lifestyle content such as a live stream where Alabama gave Neon a full makeover, which included bleaching his eyebrows and completely restyling his hair. And you guys, at one point, the connection seemed serious enough that Alabama seemingly introduced Neon to her father, Travis Barker, as her boyfriend.
Hello.
What is it?
I'm eating some.
Dad, he got me a fucking Birkin.
Oh.
No, yes. I can't even tell.
How you doing?
Chilling.
How's the food?
It's well, I had one thing so far, and it was really good.
Your dad is a chef.
Is it vegan or not?
No.
Not vegan.
That's why I felt bad. I was like, are you gonna cook for me and you can't even eat it? But
I just want to see if it's good. I want your honest opinion.
all right, well, can
Which is so sweet, like, to cook for somebody. In my opinion, like, I love to cook for others and for others to enjoy, like, a nice meal, because that's just my love language. So for her to cook for Neon and for it to be something that, like, she can even consume herself because she's vegan, that's really sweet. That is sweet. And also, I love Travis. I think Travis is so sweet. I saw his recent interview with Jay Shetty, and he kind of like discussed that whole situation where the airplane that he was on like completely crashed and he was on fire. I remember this like when it happened, but I didn't realize how bad it was. Like, I didn't realize he was actually like had burns around him and he was in the hospital for months and that his friends that were also in the airplane died. I had no idea. But that's horrible.
you not looking at me?
Okay. Hi, Beer.
Right.
Oh, say hi to Prince.
However, the chemistry that Neon admitted made it for good content soon turned sour. It's been a couple of months now, and during a TikTok live stream, Alabama dropped a bombshell alleging that her entire relationship with Neon was actually a business play orchestrated by their respective management teams.
The fake fucking what? What fake relationship? Because I didn't think this was like a fake relationship. Like, I thought we were making like a crazy friendship. And also, like, with any guy I've talked to that I've really grown to like, we've had like a friendship prior. I don't want to do a fake relationship. His manager said that. Now, I don't know if that was Neon's idea or the manager's idea, but it was fucking lame. So I call him, I told Manny, my manager, I was like, I don't want to do a fake relationship.
She further claimed that while they were purportedly together, Neon had traveled to Miami with his ex-girlfriend Daniela, which was a move Alabama was not fond of.
So then Neon goes to Miami, still calling me every day, still texting me every day, and it's fucking Daniela at a resort. When I ask him if he's with her, he lies to me and he says no. Why are you lying to me? Like, gang, like, you don't have to lie to me. I don't know what we are. It's so confusing because it's like flirting one day, the next day it's like friends, flirting one day. So like, yeah, he's tried to hang out with me outside of streaming, but like, it never gave like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain it.
Everyone's saying, oh, you played him, you're trying to control him, like, you did it, but when he did it was a problem. No, I did it. I was with somebody else while we were just friends, and then he texted me that he no longer wanted to just be friends. He no longer wanted to do that. We had a conversation, set a boundary that we're no longer doing it. Then we do a stream, and he's like, fucking me in the whole stream. And then I text him, I was like, hey, I don't fuck with that. And then his manager calls my manager and is like, hey, we want to pursue a fake relationship on social media. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do a fake relationship. So he went to Miami and got with Daniela. Me stating that I didn't want a fake relationship isn't me stating that I don't want to continue to grow our relationship as friends and maybe, like, what? You guys are contradicting little assholes and you guys don't listen and you guys want to run with whatever narrative is said. That's not how it fucking works. I'm not doing a fake relationship and faking it. We can keep being friends and see where it goes. But he wasn't patient enough for that, so he went to Miami and linked a girl and then lies to me about linking the girl. But then I'm the villain again. I'm literally gonna quit social media. I fucking hate social media and I fucking hate you guys.
But Neon's side of the story painted a very different picture of a one-sided romance. He said that he was hurt and friend-zoned, alleging that while he expressed genuine romantic interest, Alabama never gave the same energy.
That my manager and
I mean, honestly, through all the clips and everything, you can clearly tell this boy really likes her.
our manager had a conversation about faking a relationship. That was never the case. Those words never came out of his mouth. He said we need to advance the storyline, meaning we need to start doing better content. We can't keep streaming at 10, 11 p.m. We can't keep sitting in a house and just relaxing. Let's go have fun. Let's go do things. You don't like to travel. I understand that. Okay, let's not travel. Let's go. Let's at least have fun. Let's leave the house. Let's do shit.
And again, she doesn't like to travel because of what happened with her dad. Her dad almost died.
And that's all that was. We never needed to fake a relationship or whatever. We had great chemistry on camera. Everyone saw that. It was great, whether it was we were friends, whatever it was.
Now, the feud took a more serious legal turn when Neon alleged that his time with Alabama came with an NDA. He claimed that Alabama forced him to sign a document and later threatened him with a lawsuit if he were to breach its terms by speaking about their time together. Despite these threats, Neon used his platform to air his grievances, claiming he had spent over $100,000 on Alabama before realizing the feelings weren't mutual. He stated he could no longer pause his life waiting for a girl to like him while she did whatever she wanted.
She texted me and said, "You're under NDA. If you mention me at all, I'm going to take legal action." After everything I've done for her and everything we've been through. That's just fucked up.
I mean, yes, but at this point I think both parties, if both are being truthful, they're both hurt because on her end, she feels like they were trying to pursue a fake relationship and clearly like that. She was hurt, so then of course she wanted to retaliate, which, I mean, at the end of the day, we don't know what the truth is.
I have great lawyers, so honestly, Alabama, fuck it, let's go. I didn't say anything bad about you at all, and I will continue to not say anything bad about you, and I will speak my truth, and I will talk about how you drag me along, and I will talk about how you try to control me and control everything I do when we're not in a relationship. When you could just go on the side and do whatever you want. You can kiss guys, you can follow college athletes and like all their pictures to get their attention. You can link with people from I don't even want to get into all this shit. I gotta get off.
I mean, I understand he's frustrated, and I don't know what other things I don't know, but I don't really like how he's saying that. Like,
I know too much shit, and I can't do it.
As of right now, the two have officially parted ways. Neon has pushed back against being framed as a supervillain or cheater, insisting that he was the one who was misled and financially exploited in the friend zone. Alabama, meanwhile, remains adamant that the pairing was a management-led strategy that fell apart when Neon failed to follow the script regarding his ex-girlfriend. So let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments down below. This is...
Okay, so that's kind of like the backstory. And then recently, Alabama had a internet ball or something like that, and she was the host of it. She was the one who planned the entire thing, and then she posted this video on TikTok, and beautiful dress, by the way. And then of course people started speculating, of course. And then right here, oh, hold on guys. And people were saying, this is so dramatic, I love it, the mole on the hen, it's Neon. They started speculating, and they were, you know, everybody was on board that this was Neon that was gonna go with her to the ball. And then of course the day comes and she posts them together, which honestly, her dress is so tea. Like, she looks amazing. Like, I love her style, I will say. And she looks so good. And again, I love her relationship with her dad. So cute. And then this is them in the limousine on the way to the ball.
Oh my god. Neon?
Hold my hand.
Neon.
Hold my hand. You're good.
Neon.
You're good.
I'm not okay.
We are good. Hold on.
Neon.
Squeeze me.
Neon.
As hard as you need.
Neon,
Squeeze
I'm
me.
scared.
Squeeze
I'm scared.
me.
I'm
You're-
scared. I'm scared. I'm scared.
You're gonna do great.
Wait, there's so many people.
We're gonna.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Neon.
god. Hold on. Wait.
Neon.
Neon.
Neon. Neon.
Alright, yeah. This is.
Neon. I'm gonna barf.
No, no.
I'm gonna barf.
And that was her just kind of being nervous of just how many people showed up to her event. And this is the thing, like, I do ship them. I think it's so cute. After everything that went on, I don't know if it's a ploy or not anymore.
I'm not sure they weird. Your hair smells good. Look at each other.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, let's walk back.
Feels like a wedding.
I know, this is so special.
One more.
Oh.
I don't have to use anybody for anything. I really care about him. We have created such a great bond in like friendship. We got into an argument that broke my heart. Like, I swear to God, I really was upset. I was crying. Like, cause I really care about him and I really love him to death. I mean, I could rant about how amazing he is, but I'm not gonna do that. You guys are gonna like clown me. And I don't know why you guys were.
And again, he is, or she is, saying friendship. And I truly don't know. I feel like it can absolutely just be a mutual understanding. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it anymore. I think that they are cute, and I really liked how she teased going with him to the ball, and I thought that was really cute. After seeing these last couple clips, I don't know. It seems like they're still like kind of on a weird spot. I don't know if they're gonna continue streaming together or anything like that. But if it is real, I think it would be really cute. Somebody said, I'm tired of her saying the word friend, and clearly she keeps using that. But then again, I feel like she maybe wants him to, I don't know, maybe she doesn't want to ruin the friendship, and you know, She wants to first see if he's really in it, in a sense. But I don't know. What do you guys think? I think that you never know with these things. It really can just be all manufactured, and we would never have a clue. But I'm just I'm interested to know what you guys think. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you so much for watching, and again, thank you so much for 500 subscribers. Please don't forget to subscribe if you are enjoying my content. I'm really trying to get to 1,000 followers, so that would be amazing. Yeah, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, how's it already 8:45? Guys, it's hot in here. I'm sweating. For anybody in the chat, is there any type of content or like videos you guys want me to react to? I feel like I'm always watching like Adam McIntyre or Paige Christie, which I love and will continue to do. But if there's any other videos you guys want me to watch, please feel free to suggest them, whether it's here on my lives or on any other videos that I put out. I try to read all of my comments and reply as soon as possible. So I really, really enjoy interacting with you guys. It's been pretty fun. Now next, I don't know if kind of okay, yeah. Let's do it. 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 I wanted to talk about Trisha. Miss Trisha, because she's been the moment lately, of course. Come on. Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about Miss Trisha Paytas. I feel like she is everywhere right now, and rightfully so. I think that, of course, as we all know her on her kitchen floor era, she has gone through a lot. She has really came a long way to redeem herself in a sense. Yes, she's done horrible things, and she still admits that to this day, and she apologizes for that to this day. But I think now she has really, has found her spotlight. She's matured a lot, and she is everywhere. Like, she's truly like doing everything and accomplishing her dreams. And I feel like what better way to kind of bring some light into this world than to cover a more lighthearted topic, because at the end of the day, we all need a little bit of hope. We all need a little bit of positivity. And right now, I think that is Trisha Paytas, believe it or not. She is truly just making all of her dreams come true. And this is just another example of that. So first and foremost, this is Trisha in America's Got Talent years and years ago, before, she became the Trisha that we all know. Oh.
I'm a computer programmer, but I work in my house. I talk really fast. Name is Trish, like fish. I'm a computer programmer, but I work in my house. I talk really fast. Name is Trish, like.
And then she continued kind of just talking really fast, saying she's rapping, and then, of course she got buzzed. Of course. But that's really the last time that she set foot in America's Got Talent. And now she's back, but she's back as the host of their live section of the show.
Hey guys, we're at AGT, about to go live in 20 minutes, so tune in now. AGT on NBC.
Which again, she's wearing a pink dress, kind of to give homage to her first appearance, which is kind of crazy, and it really is full circle. And this is her promoting her book on stage.
For you.
It's hard to pick just like one act. It was fun to see the chat on TikTok Live, which is really cool. But what was really exciting is it's live, right? It was a live show, lots happening, very fast paced. Mel B comes and surprises us, graces us with her presence on TikTok Live. Everyone goes crazy. And then all of a sudden, Howie comes. And he's like, what are you doing? We're live. And then everyone's like, Howie, what are you doing here? And then they're wrestling, they're on the ground. And am I getting buzzed again? I'm scared.
You're talking really fast.
That's why we love
That's
her
the
talent.
kind of show we had, man.
So fast.
That's our show. Now, Simon, it was a roller coaster night. You know, I have to say,
You are really good, by the way.
she is awesome.
I really like you.
Oh my God, Simon.
Trisha's memoir, Crying on the Kitchen Floor, is publishing this fall and available to pre-order now. What was the highlight?
And honestly, that's crazy. Like, imagine just having like that full circle moment, and getting to go back and redeem yourself like that, accomplishing your dreams. Her book is coming out, and again, this has nothing to do with her past, and that's a different topic, but to see her just kind of go through that entire growth, be a completely different person, and even now pursuing and accomplishing her dreams is just so inspiring. Like, truthfully, like, there's no age, no timeline for anybody. Don't ever feel like you're falling behind, because at the end of the day, you can always pursue your dreams, and who's to say that they won't come true. So I don't know. I think it's inspiring at the very least, because again, she's come a long way, and I think we can all agree on that. And this is her kind of speaking on that on her podcast.
Because first you
got it.
Walk through like talking to talent, interviewing.
Yes, I don't know what they're going to show tonight. So last night, or on Tuesday night on the first show, I got to talk to the contestants, and yes, I got to meet with them beforehand. It was really fun. It was cool. Again, back to full circle. It was cool to be there. Again, full circle, because it's like, I thought I was like a joke. I felt like a joke on the first one, and obviously now people think it's iconic. It's in my package before my show. Like, it's so funny. Shout out Taylor, one of my other editors. AGT is in the package before my Airs of Trish show, and Airs of Trish is about to continue in Australia very soon. Those dates are coming. Yeah, I'm very excited. And the beginning of the package is me on America's Got Talent, which is cute. It says like I'm Trish like fish, but Taylor puts in the part where I get X'd 4 times, which is so funny. So every time before I'm about to go on stage, it's just that is my sad face. I was like, I kind of love that though. Again, I think it's kind of iconic now. It's kind of camp, and it's kind of fun because I also think it's a story of inspiration. It's just like, you know what, you can be totally rejected and humiliated in 4 X's on live TV, but it's also like go on and do big things and be health, wealth, success. So it's kind of funny, and it's kind of cool that I got to be back there. So yeah, the digital team, which is really cool. So that's I always say this. Shout out to all the people that are in their like early 20s, late 20s, early 30s that are just like making me cool again, because so many of the people, they're like, oh, I've loved you for 10 years. One of the digital people, there's a whole team, I got to meet the whole digital team at AGT, and they were all just like so excited. And like, we've been trying so hard, we've been pushing you for years to like get you on here and stuff. And then obviously now that the TikTok incorporation was happening, it made sense for me to come back on. So that was cool. One of the digital girls was like, I was even trying to get you to perform Song on Hang on here, and I was like, oh my god, come back, Tom Sandoval style, because Tom Sandoval was on this. Was it this last season or the season before? He came on with his band, and it's so random because you're just like, you were just on Traders while you're on AGT. But I was like, AGT, if you want to come audition next year, I got new songs coming, I got Poncho Step coming, I will audition, like whatever it takes. So it was just really nice because they were like thinking of ways to have me on the show long before this. My other producer ever, who was there, who's literally like my right hand producer, he does like all the digital lives. He was so nice, so encouraging. Like, I just love it. I get such a high, as you know. Like, before I was going there, I was getting a little tired. And then after, on our way home, I'm like so buzzed. Like, I couldn't sleep. Like, I'm so buzzed. Like, I love TV. I love sets. I love production. I love crew. I love everyone being around. Like, it's just such good vibes. I don't know. I never feel happier than when I'm doing something like that. And I love this. Like, this is so fun too,
This was
obviously.
a happy set. Like, everyone was enjoying, like, Ever, the producer working too, like, he was enjoying every minute of it and hyping everyone. And what I didn't know, it was like all the contestants in the back, they're all hyping each other. Like, they're all so happy for each other, and they cheer for each other when they go on stage and when they come back from stage. Like, they're not competing against each other. They're really all in it together.
It makes me cry when I'm part of it, but I felt like I was so part of it. Like, I just felt like.
And again, like, you can tell, like, she is so happy, which, is great. And I completely agree. I think this is an inspirational story at the very least. I think that at the end of the day, like, follow your dreams. Girl, like, you don't know what you can accomplish, like, go after those dreams, and you never know. You might actually accomplish what you're trying to accomplish. And in this life, sometimes we need a little bit of hope. But yeah, I really don't have much more to say beyond that. I mean, let me know your thoughts of her actually being an America's Got Talent. That's what it's called. Yes. Her being in America's Got Talent, and kind of it being a full circle, like, what are your thoughts? I feel like a lot of people are kind of just saying, like, she's everywhere, and at this point, they're just rooting for her because she is truly just manifesting so much and accomplishing everything. And I think that this is another example. Like, now she's really petitioning to go to or be in Dancing with the Stars, which honestly, I think that would be iconic. Would she go far? I don't know. But even if she were to just be a part of it, I think that it would just be another win for her. And I think that it's great that she's truly just doing everything, and she's definitely working pretty hard right now. But yeah, that's all I have to say. I think she's come a long way, and I mean, it's an inspirational story. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. I know that sometimes people have a lot of thoughts on Trisha, but yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you so much for joining. Alright, we did it. Lo hicimos. I honestly don't really have much more that I would want to watch. I feel like there's not really a lot of other topics or videos that I've seen that I want to cover. Unless anybody has any. Feel free to suggest. Feel free to suggest. Let me just double check. That's all I had planned for today. Oh, you know what I kind of do want to talk about? Which I don't know if I'll do right now because I don't know if you can tell, but I look chopped. Your girl looks chopped because I'm tired. I really am. I was supposed to stream yesterday, but I was editing that cat's eye video and I completely just could not finish it. I had to just chill and go to sleep because I was out of it. I've been waking up since like 4 a.m. Let's look into my watch later. Oh yeah, like, does anybody know anything about that? What's his name? David? David from the Wizards of Waverly Place, and what's been going on with him? Kind of interesting. I don't know how much of that is true. I haven't dived deep into it at all, but that's a thought. What do you guys think? Nobody is saying anything. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Dang, I have not looked at my watch later in a minute. Yeah, there's not too much. At least I would want to cover right now. I'm definitely getting tired. Alright, well, if nothing else, or if any, yeah, I think it's time. If nobody else has anything that they would like me to cover, then I think I'm gonna call it for right now. But yeah, honestly, just again, I'm gonna keep thanking y'all because I can't even believe that a single person is watching my content. Like, I truly just like to yap, and sometimes that helps pass the time. And knowing that you guys are enjoying my content at the very least, or like even just watching it and clicking it because you're interested, is insane to me. Like, I can't comprehend it, but even if one person just keeps watching, then that's enough for me to continue creating these. And I definitely also want to continue playing. I used to stream and play like Animal Crossing or Fortnite or anything like that, and I kind of want to do that tonight, but I'm still debating whether I would upload that on this YouTube channel or if I should create a completely separate one. I probably will, but yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that. So yeah, keep an eye out for a community post in case I do create a separate YouTube channel for my gaming side of, you know, YouTube or whatever. But yeah, alright guys, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you and have a good day.